everybody, and welcome to E.F.W Conflict. We are live from our spiritual home right here in the compound. Liverpool, lively as ever. I'm Max Radix alongside my broadcast partner, the World Heavyweight Champion Owen, and what a night it should be.
What chaos awaits us tonight? We can only wait to find out.
Choking on that goddamn pyro, Owen.
Yeah, there was a lot here tonight.
Wow, there's a lot of smoke there.
With the roof on this place and us so high up on in the balconies, we just got the brunt of that.
Right, well, we're going to kick things off here with the women's champion, the E.F.W women's champion, Morgan Morales, who beat Rachel Roney in her first defence. The curse continues for Romy, more on that later. But tonight the champion is in action in a non-title matchup against Elizabeth Dondelinger, the lady from Leeds. It should be a good one to kick one off here in E.F.W. Two of the strongest ladies in the division, Owen.
Yeah, kind of a surprise that the women's champion is opening the show. But a phenomenal matchup this should be nonetheless.
Well, I mean, of course, one of our main events here tonight, Owen, is going to be the #1 contendership match to find out who's going to face off against Morgan Morales for that title. So we know that match is going to be fairly intense. So perhaps this match is just to try and balance that out. I mean, this is a one-on-one, but Elizabeth Dondelinger might just be one of the most deadliest women on the E.F.W roster. So,
well, if Elizabeth Dondelinger wins, there's always the possibility of that becoming a triple threat. We've seen that happen before.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, the mad scientist Adrian Goldman has been known to go down that road before. And Elizabeth Dondelinger, many have said, including myself, that she is a future world champion waiting in the wings. 5'10", 150, as we said before, from Leeds, England. Trained in Leeds, now resides in Liverpool, like many of the E.F.W wrestlers.
Well, yeah, wanting to be closer to the compound.
On the students of Buckley, Owen.
As well as the infamous William Regal.
Absolutely. A very strong pedigree indeed.
Yeah, great British background.
British strong style, absolutely alive and well in Elizabeth Dondelinger. What a record she's had here in E.F.W as well, Owen. Very, very rarely loses, does Dondelinger. It's very rarely pinned or submitted in the E.F.W. We're talking like less than a handful of occasions.
Well, you want careers. She's at the top of the mountain now. But how long can she hold on to that belt?
Yeah, I mean, Morgan Morales, what a rocket her career has been. And she finally landed on the moon. She finally has the Women's Championship here in E.F.W. She betrayed her mentor. She betrayed everything she claimed to stand for. But ever since she made that decision to focus on herself, to focus as a one-on-one athlete, well, singles athlete, if you will. My word, what a run she's been on, Owen.
Well, yeah, you can't argue against her success. Again, she has the belt around her waist. That's what all these women are fighting for here in E.F.W.
Turner rings a bell here.
Hurricane Rana.
Start.
What a quick start there by Morales. Lightning quick speed. Elbows there right to the head there. And Dondelinger. Oh, good lord, what a shot early on. Oh, the champion not wasting any time here. Kick to the ribs.
Vicious kick there. Now beginning to work on the leg of Dondelinger.
Oh,
now on the arm.
yeah, Dondelinger.
Weakening extremities.
More of a submission specialist as well, Owen. So the weaker those arms are, the better news for Morales.
Well, yeah, the less impact her
modified Lufez press there, just shunting the head and the upper body of Dondelinger into the mat there.
Double underhook suplex there.
Right over the head of Morales. I mean, it's tremendous suplex, goes right back to those big elbows. Oh no, wait a minute, Dundlinger there, counters. Bridges out a bit, tremendous strength in the legs there by Dundlinger. Goes for the headbutt. Excuse me, the elbow right to the back of the neck. The headlock, because I was going to say. Oh, elbow to the back of the head to follow up.
Dundlinger's got to be careful here. She's playing catch up, but she can't get sloppy.
Yeah, sloppy is not a word I would...
Oh my word, what a right hands. Nothing sloppy about that one, Owen.
Definitely not. Going for a pin now, that could be enough. But it isn't, not even a one.
Love how old school Elizabeth Dundlinger is. Morales caught her hard before and Dundlinger made sure she got her receipt in. Guillotine there by the lady from Leeds.
The champion showing her own strength, kicking out without even a count on that pinfall. And now battling back.
Oh, Coop slam and a big elbow by the champion right into the heart of Elizabeth Dundlinger. Middle rope goes Morales, looking to cause some damage, changes her mind.
Dundlinger now, the one who's rocked.
Oh,
Neckbreaker.
Spinning wheel neckbreaker there by Morgan Morales.
Hyping up the crowd here in Liverpool. Bit of a mixed reaction, it seems.
Yeah, very mixed response there by the compound faithful.
Of course, a lot of them fans of Dundlinger.
Yeah, very popular young lady here in E.F.W. Elizabeth Dundlinger is the very essence of what these E.F.W. fans love. Competitive wrestling.
Here.
Oh.
Elbow to the head has allowed her to take control.
Oh, there we go.
Can she
that
maximise the potential of this opening?
You see that technical style of Dundlinger there shining through.
That half camel clutch is locked in now.
Oh, bridge door.
Morales getting free.
Tremendous counter there by Morales at tremendous speed, but well scouted there by Dundlinger again. Simple kick to the gut and a Northern Lights suplex. It's beautiful manoeuvre there by Dundlinger.
Yeah.
Has a champion reeling.
Control back once again. Dundlinger now on the middle rope.
High risk, high impact. There we go. Big leg scissors takedown. Morales rolls to the outside wisely, in my opinion.
Yeah, trying to gather her senses here.
Turner starts to count, and these ladies are starting to go the wrong way. Dundlinger lands on concrete. There are no mats out there, Erwin. Oh!
No, of course, the revamp removing the wood. I don't know how much better concrete actually is.
It can't be any better, let's be honest. Oh my word!
Drop kick to the face.
Well, just to add insult to injury on a concrete floor, Morgan Morales has just kicked Elizabeth Dundlinger in the head.
And the count is now at 5. We don't want a double DQ or double count out in this first match, and we don't get it, thankfully, not yet anyway. Morales looking to finish this in the ring, but Dundlinger reverses.
On that ring apron, Dundlinger looking to cause trouble here. What's she thinking? Morales moves quickly, and that was wise. Dundlinger not beyond ripping her off that ring apron.
Possibly still
in the most
rocked.
violent way possible. Oh! Club to the chest there by the champion, but Dundlinger soaking up the pain, gets her into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, stuck on the top rope here. Big trouble. Look at this. Oh, rolling Samoan drop off the middle rope.
Using her own
the
momentum to drive Morales into the mat. In complete control now of the champion. What a suplex by Dundlinger.
Yeah, that could have been the decider right there. Dundlinger thinks so as well.
Turner with a count, not even a 2.
Only a 1.
My word.
Well, that shows why Morgan Morales has that belt around her waist. But if she knows she's going to be defending that tomorrow, how much is she willing to give in this match?
That's a good point, Erwin. When you're the champion, every victory is important, every match is important. You carry the weight of the division on your shoulders, but when you know you have a title defense coming, how really important is an exhibition essentially, against Elizabeth Dondelinger.
Yeah, Dondelinger somewhat in shock there, delivered a shot, but it didn't seem to do anything, and now Morgan Morales, buckleplex.
Absorbed the pain herself, and then with that vicious buckleplex turns the tide on Dondelinger. Oh wait a minute, what a hip toss from nowhere. Dondelinger with such speed and agility herself. Oh, Fox is the champion.
Yeah, had her scouted with that one, has taken down the leg. Oh, wishbone wrenching at that knee.
After the corkscrew takedown, there's a lot of damage being done to those
what
knees.
a chop block.
That chop's certainly not going to help matters. Might be looking for that patented figure 4 win.
Well, yes, perhaps. Of course, Morgan Morales doing a bit of work early on to the legs, possibly thinking that is what Dondelinger had in mind.
Oh.
I think Dondelinger realising she's a bit too close to the ropes, pulls her away. Going for a pin though.
Yeah, thinks the kick to the spine might be enough. Turners down for the 2. No.
Shoulder is up.
Still enough stamina. Still enough endurance. Still enough heart left in the champion.
So much fight in Morales tonight.
Dondelinger picks up Morales onto the shoulder. She goes. Oh, there we go. Rolling Samoan driver once again.
Oh wait, there we have it.
This modified figure 4.
I don't think Morales has enough left to get out of this.
There it is. Morales taps.
It's all over.
The most horrific submission possibly in NEW today. Every time she locks it in, it's curtains Owen. I've never yet seen it fail.
Well, it didn't even... The champion couldn't even get past it. That's how deadly that submission is. And now the question is raised, do we see Dondelinger in that title shot?
Well, Elizabeth Dondelinger with her deathlock could do exactly that.
Incredible maneuver.
You see, you can roll your eyes, Owen, but you had your doubts, and look at main event Max now.
It's not getting over, I'm telling you. I saw you talking to the t-shirt guy.
I'm getting my t-shirt.
I paid him £10 to ignore you.
You're getting cheap in your old age. It's a great victory there by Elizabeth Dondelinger against Morgan Morales to kick off conflict here tonight, live from our spiritual home. Here once again a sellout crowd, the ever faithful lunatics asylum. Well, coming up next Owen, this one is a somewhat unique set of circumstances if you ask me.
Indeed.
I mean, Bourne has basically created his own tournament and called it the Tabletop Initiative.
Absolutely brilliant.
Bourne, a new addition to the E.F.W. roster. Of course, came in the hard way, had a table match, his first ever match in E.F.W. and liked it so much, he now volunteers for them. I mean, have you ever known anyone volunteer for a table match before, Owen?
No, that is... Well, apart from maybe the Dudley Boys in history, but no. Definitely not as a singles competitor.
Well,
I think Bourne has found his niche.
Well, yeah, Bourne loves tables. He says there's something about crushing people through them that he enjoys. And tonight, 2 men have picked up the gauntlet that Bourne has thrown down, and tonight he will face both Crow and Scott Burns.
Yeah, the European champion wants a piece of this action. I mean, it's non-title, but if someone beats Crow in this, does that give them the #1 contendership? I mean, as far as I was aware, it was Kobayashi.
Well, yeah, Kobayashi is yet to face Crow for the European Championship, and that match is not scheduled tonight, so I don't think the outcome really affects the European Championship, but you never know with Adrian Goldman. I mean, this as far as I know is Bourne's show tonight, because this is the Bourne Tabletop Initiative Invitational. It's 5'10", 240 from Ghana, West Africa.
And my other question then in that case is, what's Crow's mindset wanting a match before he has to defend his title?
Well, maybe he wants to just keep himself sharp. Maybe he just likes violence. Who knows? Maybe he because the Reaper is seemingly on a bit of a recruitment drive as of late. Feels he needs to show his own worth to end time here in EFW.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, he hasn't made it over there yet. Maybe he doesn't have to, but you've got to think he may feel like the distant member of the flock with it growing over there.
It must be a lonely, lonely place sometime when all the backup is on a different show for Crow. But this man is not too worried about end time tonight. He seems to love the extreme. This former track star has took to wrestling in a very quick way. Tremendous attitude. Still a bit crazy.
Wrestler. An amazing future ahead of this guy, I'm telling you.
Very, very popular young man. Which is much more than that could be said for this man. Another relatively new addition to EFW and undoubtedly successful, the current European champion here in EFW. Crow stands in at 6 foot flat out, 370 from parts unknown. That's a really good point about this guy. We know literally next to nothing about him, Owen. All we know is he works for the Reaper.
And he is our European champion here in EFW. A very terrifying prospect indeed.
Yeah, if his record with holding titles is anything like his master, this could be a very long run indeed for Crow.
But again, deciding to put yourself in a match a night before you're set to defend your title, that's a bold, bold statement you're trying to make.
I really don't think Crow has a choice in this area, and I genuinely do believe the Reaper's demands that his followers, if you will, his flock, keep sharp, keep competitive.
Well, I mean, on the most part, he hasn't messed up himself yet, so the Reaper is a high bar to live up to.
Speaking of high bars, what a start to this young man's career.
One who has a fantastic career ahead of him.
Scott Burns, 5'10", 290 pounds from Cleveland, Ohio. The very definition of what EFW is all about, this young man. Hard knocks, hard pops, old school meets new school.
Three completely different elements in this combustible formula here tonight.
I really like Scott Burns. He reminds me of a young Dusty Rhodes, Owen, and I can't think of any bigger compliment. The American Dream was one of a kind. If Scott Burns has 1/10 of the career as that guy had, he could consider himself very lucky indeed.
Well, Burns has an incredible attitude, as does Bourne. Crow, however, I can't really say for him. Oh, he went straight for Bourne, but Bourne dodged that, had other intentions, going for Scott Burns. Crow is now focusing on Bourne bringing a table in already.
Yeah, Crow was focusing on Burns as this match kicked off here, going for a suplex as Bourne already, as you quite rightly say, Owen. Fishing for tables, and Crow showing tremendous strength here on Scott Burns with a big suplex. The feet of Burns just brushing against those ropes. The table's been set up in the corner in the meantime by Bourne, who's already looking for wood here. Oh, misses with that. Oh, splash. What a counter there by Crow, and the Bulldog running knee, shades of Harley Race there for Scott Burns. With a proud member of them times. Oh, hard shot there to the former track stand. Looks like he's going to go for another suplex, not messing around that time. Up and over goes Bourne.
Catching Burns as he came in as well.
Russian leg sweep there for the rookie. For his troubles, just got back to his feet. Rolls out the ring. Hit the canvas hard. Might have winded him there.
Oh, Bourne brought back in the hard way by Crow. These three rookies putting it all on the line here tonight, my word.
Bourne quick enough to dodge that splash though.
Yeah, Bourne. Great ring awareness there. The least ring time out of these three men, I would say.
Huge shot from Scott Burns. Bourne looking to introduce a second table.
Oh yeah, the amount of table experience might just give Bourne an edge. The amount of these matches he's had as of late has been outright insane. What
no, the double team on Crow.
Tremendous double team on Crow by Scott Burns and Bourne, who have tagged before Irwin in the past.
Yes, I believe they have.
Oh,
So may know each other's worth here in this matchup.
we'll also know each other's strengths and weaknesses, Irwin. Oh, top rope tope. Tope, excuse me, by Bourne. I was never that good at French at school. Crow.
Scoop slam to Burns.
Oh, but Bourne again, just that little bit too fast. Oh, wait.
Oh, God.
Huge punch to the face.
Big knee there by the Crow, who slows this match down, and there's just methodically chopping apart Scott Burns and Bourne. Oh, what a table shot there to Bourne. Goes for a second, but Bourne goes out the way, just turns his attention to Scott Burns and just drives that table into his ribs.
Oh, bad intentions here.
Setting that table
being
up.
set up.
Looking bad now. Scott Burns scoots slam there.
Narrowly avoiding the one in the corner.
It's always scary how quickly Crow can just change momentum so quickly in these kind of matchups.
Oh, going for a big backdrop here. Oh! The table did not break.
No, it gave, but it did not break.
Just half an inch more. I think that interference by this man, the Bourne, might just have saved that matchup. What a great interference by the master of the table match now.
Oh, yeah, not wanting to lose
His favourite
in the
matchup.
first invitational of it.
Oh,
what a drop kick! Crow's head bouncing off the table that lays on the floor, or on the mat, should I say.
yes, the table toss initiative invitational
Easy for
has
you
got
to say.
off to a crazy start here at E.F.W conflict. That table gets set up in the centre of the ring. Scott Burns is reeling, using the ropes to try and pick himself up. Rolls out the way. Great ring awareness there by the young man. But well scouted by Bourne, who was right on top of Burns, who just didn't have a response. My word, the Crow almost put himself through a table there with that double axe handle.
Yeah, I think he was going for both of them. Didn't
Unmitigated-
quite clear the table.
Unmitigated gall to try from that kind of distance, but
What the hell is Bourne thinking
didn't
here?
quite have the airtime. Misses for the clothesline. Bourne gets out the way.
Bourne still
Reflex
too
calls for this,
focused on Scott Burns. May pay for it now.
Yeah, very focused on Scott Burns. That knee crusher may widen his horizon somewhat. Oh, shot there by Crow to the leg of Burns. Double axe handle.
Just collapses Bourne there.
By the founder of the flock, Crow. Stalking Bourne.
Look at this.
Oh, rib breaker. Hold on.
Oh,
my
slam that
word.
Crow's nest. That could be over if this weren't a
Emphatic.
table match.
Maneuver. Burns is back in, hard forearm to the back of the head of the Crow. That table was managed to set up. In the meantime, slams Crow onto the table that he put there himself. Hard chop there. Shaded an edge point, Irwin.
And it's back to Burns and Bourne. Sounds like a detective agency.
Really does. Burns and Bourne's mysteries.
Bourne looking for some high-flying risks here.
Yeah, Scott Burns not afraid to put his own body on the line, but Bourne
Well, they better have that in, can't they? Big suplex off the top rope.
Oh, but Crow was right there. Utilising that stamina exertion.
Tremendous knee
Oh,
by
Bond
tremendous
dodged the
talent.
table there.
Again, that speed coming into play by the former track star.
Oh.
Hard left hand. Getting on that ring apron with bad intentions.
wait.
No, come on, no. Hardest man in the ring.
On the apron.
Sweet Jesus, the spine of Crow. On that hard plywood. Could have broke the
Scott
back
Burns thought twice there.
of the European champion a day before he defends the title. What a shot on the table there by Burns on Bourne. But it's not an 80s cover band. This is hardcore action at its finest. It's not porn either.
Oh.
It's E.F.W.
Scott Burns dodging that table. Oh, but not the second time. Bourne sliding out the ring, as does Burns.
Well, giving Crow a table is like giving a whale an AK-47. It's just a really bad idea.
Terrible. Terrible things are about to happen if Bourne isn't careful. Oh. Meets the table.
And again. Head being planted into it 2-3 times. Clubbed to the back there by Crow, who's using his size advantage over the former track star, who's not the biggest guy in the world. Tremendous amount of heart, don't get me wrong, but he's just being outpowered by Crow, who is, well, a lot heavier than him.
Bourne just powered up there, but Scott Burns once again back in the ring. That table, precarious. In the middle there.
Could already be weakened as well after those shots to the head. Oh!
And just like that, Crow sliding in between them. Didn't manage to break things up. Scott Burns just sent Bourne through the table.
Yeah, Crow couldn't stop the momentum of Burns. That electric chair right through the table, and Bourne has been beaten in his own invitational. What does this mean for Bourne?
Does it now become the Burns Invitational?
Yeah, I mean, Scott Burns and Bourne were pretty clear that those two guys had some beef in this matchup. No disrespect to the European champion, who did take a beating at times here tonight. That backdrop off the ring apron was absolutely hellish. What does that mean for that guy's title defence tomorrow? But what a victory for Scott Burns.
Indeed.
The run goes on, Owen.
Bourne, Burns and Crow all fought valiantly in that match, but it seems Burns winning the first invitational here.
Will Bourne try again?
Perhaps. Perhaps it was a mistake on his part. Perhaps he's going to like it even more, who knows?
Well, if you're going to like table matches, I suppose you have to take the rough with the smooth. Well, speaking of which, I mean, this one, the next match we have coming up here is in E.F.W tonight at Conflict, ladies and gentlemen. The Compound have seen this one before, but I tell you, this one will never get old. It's going to be one-on-one between Isaac Thompson and Ray Sullivan. Hard Time Pain versus the Bulgarian Brute here, the Romanian Brute, should I say, here tonight. What a match this could be.
Yeah, the Bucharest Brawler.
The Bucharest Brawler, there we are.
Taking on Hard Time Pain, Ray Sullivan, Sugarfoot, Ray Sullivan. This is just going to be heavy-handed from the get-go. If any other conflict they have been on is anything to go by.
Well, partner, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Both these men have faced each other before with variable outcomes. Tonight, one-on-one, who's your pick? Isaac Thompson or Ray Sullivan?
Well, Thompson has the weight advantage, Ray Sullivan has the height advantage. Both heavy hitters, it isn't Extreme Rules. I think Isaac Thompson has a little bit more on his stamina game, but it's a close one for sure. But I'm gonna stick with Isaac Thompson here tonight.
Okay, well there you have it. Prediction from the world champion Isaac Thompson, 6'4", 259 from Bucharest, Romania. Apologies. Not from Bulgaria. Oh, my bad. We are live. Well, tonight he faces a pedigree possibly like no other in E.F.W. Two-time All-American, Mr. Amateur Wrestling himself. It's Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan. It's Hard Time Pain. 6'5", 250 pounds, Kingston, Jamaica. Proud member of the EOD. Still haven't quite clicked as a tag team yet here with him and Haku Ross, who did our main event tonight over Ray Sullivan, and that would be somewhat controversial in some people's eyes.
Well, yeah, very interesting development, and of course, EOD seemingly doing better fighting each other than anyone else. But regardless, Ray Sullivan in for a fight here tonight against Isaac Thompson.
Well, bearing in mind, Ray Sullivan beat Haku Ross in their last one-on-one.
Well, that makes you question why it's not Ross in this match instead. Especially when it starts off like that.
What a big suplex by Ray Sullivan, who clearly is not in a good mood here tonight. Gut wrench suplex, not happy at all, one bit, I might add, about not being in the main event here to find out the #1 contender for Snake's E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion. It should be noted, Isaac Thompson is not particularly happy about that either. We'll get to that later.
Oh yeah, of course, both of them being left out of that match, clearly. Oh, what a clothesline.
Two of these men, obviously two of the heaviest hitters here in E.F.W, would have expected them to be in a match of that kind of significance, Owen. Oh, yeah. Big scoop slam.
And we'll go into what it appears like when the matches actually come forth. For now, we're focused on this one.
Another gut wrench by Ray Sullivan. Both these men frustrated. Both these men know how to throw a punch. Could be a very long night for Bob Turner, I can tell you that. Ten count to the head in that top turnbuckle. Sullivan going for a pin here. Turner's down. One. Not even a two. Isaac Thompson bridging out there. Great instincts by the big man from Romania.
The kick very quickly there.
On the shoulders goes Sullivan. Snake eyes.
Was coming in for a knee, but Sullivan was getting out of the way. Changed his tactic. Not even a one there. I'm not sure if that was a rope break.
I think Sullivan might have just rolled out of it, showing that great amateur background there. Did Sugarfoot, that tremendous speed that made him famous.
Oh, couldn't quite lift Isaac Thompson. Flapjacks him back into the ring.
42-0 amateur record, Ray Sullivan. Amazing statistic. Headbutt there by Isaac Thompson.
Again, as good as Sullivan is, it's hard to fight a mountain regardless.
Well, you don't call him the Romanian brawler for nothing.
Snap there. Sullivan is rocked here.
I heard a rumour that in Romania he was a bare-knuckle boxer before he was a wrestler.
That wouldn't surprise me.
He's never confirmed
he
that.
displays in this ring. Oh wait, Sullivan.
Getting free. Hard shots. I'm not sure if he wants to get into a slugfest though with Isaac Thompson.
No, that might not be a wise idea.
He just seems to absorb the pain there, Owen. How the hell does Thompson do that?
Oh. Channels it back into his own fists somehow.
Guillotine to Sullivan with that arm wrench to follow. Sugarfoot is in trouble here. Oh, another clubbing blow there by Thompson. Full Nelson. Slam to Ray Sullivan.
Strength, but Sullivan trying to quickly get back to his feet.
Yeah, quick reversal.
Yes, Sullivan is capitalising here. Beat out of the corner. Sullivan going up to the top rope.
He could be looking for that moonsault. No, he's not. He changed his tack. That big splash. No, not enough.
He didn't do it.
I thought he was going to go for that.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute.
he is now.
Maybe he is now after the big splash. Is he going to finish it off?
Yes.
Yes, he is. What a moonsault by Hard Time Pain. Yes, there we
Thompson has
go.
no response.
One of the best moonsaults in the business has struck again. Ray Sullivan in a hard-fought victory here over Isaac Thompson. What a matchup, Erwin, between two of the strongest hitters here in EFW, and I have to ask you a question right here. Do they have a point? Should these guys be in the main event here tonight?
Well, most definitely. After a display like that, I think there's no question. Hard hitting, fast paced, intense action. And that one-on-one right there. That big splash off the top rope.
That I think was a
quite
turning
do
point.
it.
2.9.
I think weakened him enough for the moonsault to work.
Well, a proud member of the EOD, more successful once again in single action it seems, tells Bob Turner to leave the ring so he can celebrate in style. Ray Sullivan with a hard-fought victory gets it done here tonight. What a match.
Well, it carries on from there. There's 4 women. And now to match up in a TLC match.
Well, yeah, our first of 2 main events here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fatal 4-way TLC to determine the #1 contender for the Women's Heavyweight Championship of the world. And this early could be an absolute corker.
Well, yeah, this is a good time to talk about what these 2 main events look like. I mean, Selena Figueroa has not really made much of a name for herself here in EFW. However, her worldwide renown speaks for itself. Cynthia Violet often overlooked for those title shots. And then Jade Phillips, brand new. Taryn Harvey, very new. One of these could become women's champion. I mean, they're at least going to get a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a controversial 4, if you will, at least 2 of these women, you could argue, have perhaps not earned their keep here as of yet in EFW.
Well, yeah,
tremendous potential, Erwin, but
there's a few other names you can think of that could be more deserving of those spots.
Riley Patterson, Sakamoto Dixon,
well, even Green Girl Dynamite.
Green Girl Dynamite, you know, all 3 of those ladies have been hard-working, long additions to the EFW roster, but it seems the mad scientist Adrian Goldman wanted to give the new blood a chance here tonight, and what an opportunity this is. A TLC Fatal 4-way, the #1 contendership for the EFW Women's Heavyweight Championship on the line, and Cynthia Violet, who has to be considered the EFW veteran at least here in this matchup, Erwin.
Yeah, most certainly. I mean, she has been here the longest out of these 4 women by quite some time now.
Oh yeah, 5'5", 135 pounds from Seattle, Washington. The Red Dragon, Cynthia Violet, got all the tools in the world, Erwin. How long have we been saying it about this young lady?
Well, that's it. This is probably her best opportunity in a long time to get hold of those that championship. But again, a TLC drastically changes the landscape of this matchup from the get-go. You see the ladder perched outside. And well, here comes the newcomer.
Yeah, Jade Phillips. Unusual attire, you would think, but more on that in a little bit. Jade Phillips, 5'4", 150 pounds from Chelsea, England, originally the newcomer here to EFW. Very, very new indeed, the former American football player.
I think she's had, what, 2 matches?
Yeah, this is her 3rd match here in EFW. I mean, impressive start to her EFW career, no question. Looks like she could be a very hot prospect in the future. No one doubts her athletic credentials. And she's captain of a senior schools rugby team and
decent ovation
in college
here
as well.
Another decent ovation for this lady right here.
Well, yeah, the Mexican veteran Selena Figueroa, 5'3", 120 pounds, from Baltimore, Maryland originally. Spanish heritage, of course, she's very, very proud of. Selena Figueroa, great career in Mexico before finding her way in the E.F.W. in. I mean, that tremendous mixed luchadores kind of style. It's quite unique in the women's division here in E.F.W, which gives Selena Figueroa a unique offense and perhaps a unique edge in this TLC match, Erwin.
Well, yeah, without Super Tornado to lose her focus on, Selena Figueroa may be in the best seat that she has been in for a shot at that title, because of course, if Super Tornado were in that match, you know those two would forget about anything else, which is what might happen here with Cynthia Violet and Taryn Harvey.
Well, yeah, I mean, Cynthia Violet, the Red Dragon, and Taryn Harvey, this lady right here, have had issues since day one. Taryn Harvey wants to make a statement of intent and impose her dominance, in her words, on the women's division to make it very clear in her eyes that she is the toughest woman on the roster.
Yeah, it's like a battle of supremacy between these two. And, well, I think it's going to continue here tonight, regardless of the other two women in that ring.
The former MMA fighter has all the tools to back it up. I can promise you that. 5'7", 150 pounds, State Island, New York. Another new addition here to E.F.W, and again, despite her very, very decorated amateur background there in her own right, in her own division, sport of choosing, does she deserve this opportunity here in E.F.W?
Well, she's certainly got to prove herself here tonight, as does Jade Phillips, as does Selena Figueroa, as does Cynthia Violet.
A night of controversy here in E.F.W. Bob Turner, staying out of harm's way, rings the bell, and here we go.
Well, it seems the newcomers and the veterans are facing off at the moment. Interestingly.
Oh yeah, scoop slam by Violet to Figueroa on the outside, already on that wafer thin mat.
And again, it's anybody's game until those ladders come into play here.
Harvey and Phillips on the inside. Corkscrew takedown there by Harvey.
Big crucifix from Selena Figueroa onto Cynthia Violet.
Off.
TLC Figueroa.
Oh, Phillips counters.
Table.
Sorry, Eric. Counters, running Harvey into the ropes, and then with a huge drop kick right off the ropes. I thought she was going to look for some weapons there, but seemingly changing her mind. Off.
Jade Phillips.
Oh my word.
What a backbreaker there.
Tremendous backbreaker by Phillips.
I thought Taryn Harvey had got out of that for a second, and it seems Jade Phillips adjusted mid-air.
Oh, Cynthia Violet seemingly caught between a rock and a hard place and decides to backdrop. Selena Figueroa instead, seemingly undecided on the table or the ladder, and decided to just go for the suplex.
Table.
Oh. Figueroa counters Violet into the corner.
Phillips here utilising that ladder. Oh, finally hitting Figueroa, who was swinging in momentum as she was striking Violet.
Yeah, hard shot there with that ladder to Figueroa, right to the back of the head. Phillips capitalises on Violet with that big scoop slam. Good reaction there for the rookie.
Oh, what a reverse DDT, but Taryn's up and she's got a chair. Phillips hasn't seen her.
Relatively famous for her rugby.
Caught her though, as she clashed between the ladder and the chair there.
That's gonna hurt. Oh, you do not want to give that woman a ladder, I can tell you that much, my word. Knows how to use it. Oh. Do they cover ladder throwing in their basic training in the E.F.W?
I suppose we're about to find out here. Oh my word.
I heard Terry Funk did a chair throwing class, is that true?
That could be true.
Oh.
You'd have to ask Riley.
Hard
Phillips.
shot with that ladder.
Phillips and Harvey in control here, surprisingly.
By Harvey onto Violet. Goes for that scoop slam. Almost lands on Figueroa. And you're right, Phillips and Harvey seemingly in control.
Oh, wait, look at Jed Phillips with a
spear. That football-like spear. What a tackle. Almost turning Figueroa inside out. Harvey meanwhile throws a Red Dragon to the outside as well. All his forward is now on the outside. Weapons and wafer thin mats and bad intentions by Phillips with that ladder and that table.
I think Figueroa's head clashed with that ladder on the way down there.
Oh my word.
Violet just throwing Harvey around. Oh, Figueroa's back
Like
up
a rag doll. Coming round now to see Phillips and Figueroa.
Oh, sling blade. Again, Figueroa taken down by the newcomer.
Violet completely ignored both Phillips and Figueroa then and got the table into the ring before getting herself out of harm's way. Now
Phillips
seemingly playing a bit of mind games with Phillips, who now takes the table back to the outside.
Yeah, I think she was throwing it at Selena there, but didn't quite get the distance. But what a knee!
Huge knee, and now both Phillips and Violet with weapons in their hands.
Oh, well, the table flew out.
Yeah, I think it connected with the ladder and just ricocheted out to the ring. Out the ringer, and
Harvey.
Hard left hand there. Off.
Phillips straight
My
on top
word,
there.
absolute carnage here.
Violet's got the
Phillips.
ladder.
And Tyron Harvey runs the ropes into the corner again. Blocks Violet, who's going, I think, to attack Phillips with that ladder.
Oh,
Interjects a massive suplex there.
Violet utilising that ladder now.
Finally getting away with that steel ladders. Goes to the outside with the incapacitated Harvey. Violet doesn't seem to know where to go first.
Figueroa didn't quite make that. Heavy shots from Jade Phillips each time. Look at that, didn't take her down.
Phillips stood strong.
Oh, but Violet intervening here.
Back up and back up on the ropes. Oh, the spine buster! Sweet Jesus, what a spine buster by Phillips. Rips the ladder out the hands of Figueroa.
Oh, she is
what
on
a
a
shot
roll here tonight.
Jared Phillips is determined to grab this golden opportunity with both hands, but she needs to get the briefcase first.
Well, she did say before the show out back, she doesn't do things by halves. She's not kidding. What a match here tonight for the newcomer.
Figueroa fighting desperately on the top of that ladder. Finally knocks Phillips off the ladder, but Tyron Harvey on from behind, trying to knock Selena Figueroa off that. Oh, what a power bomb! Right off the ladder by Harvey. My God, what a power bomb!
But Harvey hesitating here.
Yeah, this is a mistake by Harvey. Maybe just catching her breath, but maybe realizing that Phillips is, if she gets up, can do more damage if she climbs the ladder.
We're maybe about to see that. Another sling blade.
Wasted too much time. Violet not wasting any at
Oh,
all.
look at that. I think she just landed on that steel chair on the way down.
Phillips literally ripping that ladder from under Cynthia Violet, who landed hard on a steel chair. Jade Phillips is creating absolute carnage in this match and is the only lady standing right now.
Taryn Harvey's
finally
debut
back to her feet.
and career so far has been incredible. But Jade Phillips has taken it to another level here.
Yeah, in her third match in E.F.W. What a shot by Violet. But wait a minute. Harvey on the shoulders. Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Figueroa
What
thinks
a
there's enough of a
rip-breaker.
distraction, but Taryn's seen her.
Yeah, Taryn climbing up the other end of the ladder now, going straight for Figueroa. Hard shot, and again, 3 left hands.
right to the face. And Figueroa off the ladder.
Taryn's got to turn here. Needs to be fast. Phillips climbing the ladder. Striking blows. Harvey blocks. Chops to the chest.
Oh, Harvey now finally throwing Jade Phillips off that ladder after the trading blows at the top of that ladder. Selena Figueroa stayed well out of it now, gets up the ladder energetically, I might add, but Cynthia Violet, the Red Dragon, has arisen once again and attacks Figueroa from behind, who dispatches Harvey with relative ease. Rolls to the outside. But Figueroa and Violet, the two veterans here, seemingly still have something left to give.
Yeah, just going at it. Figueroa still trying to get to that briefcase. Oh, head first onto the steel chair. So many people have fallen in so many horrible ways here.
Cynthia Violet cashing a check in a big
Noku driver.
beautifully executed by the Red Dragon, who needs to climb the ladder to win.
And she does.
Those goddamn clasps, those risky, troublesome clasps who've given so many people so many issues here in E.F.W.
Well,
How
Violet
long?
has picked such an opportune moment to try all three women down for a long time here. Figueroa now back to her feet. Jade Phillips back to her feet. Taryn still recovering. Oh, Figueroa duking it out at the top. Oh,
Yeah, the battle commences on the top, and Phillips is back up, who's been dominant in the early. Oh my word!
Violet taking out two women there.
Landing on Phillips on the way down as Cynthia Violet chops Figueroa off that ladder. Harvey from behind, chopping at the legs of Violet. This match is going to continue because there is life in these women yet.
Violet holding on to the briefcase. Harvey and Phillips removing the ladder.
Oh, can Violet hold on to that briefcase? Struggling, doing her best. Harvey now
Phillips
trying to bat Violet off the briefcase. Finally has to let it go. Violet was determined to unclasp it, but just couldn't get that locking mechanism off.
Yeah, couldn't keep hold forever. It's a slippy briefcase with a lock that you can't really do anything with when you're holding on to it like that. Oh, Figueroa, while the distraction's going on elsewhere, has gone back to that. Phillips hasn't seen it, I don't think. Who's the only other woman here standing.
Yeah, Phillips here. Perhaps a rookie mistake, Erwin, as you quite rightly said.
Oh, sees it now.
Might be too
Way
late
too
now.
focused. On Taryn Harvey on the outside, however, giving Figueroa a bit more time there. Violet helping Selena Figueroa remove Phillips from the equation.
Oh, tremendous strength by Violet to get Figueroa. Big power bomb. Who is hanging from the briefcase, the Red Dragon, with that burst of energy there.
But now Harvey's back in.
That was opportune timing. She let Violet get that shot in with the ladder before dispatching Violet of the weapon.
However, Violet's
the
just
top
dispatched
rope.
her.
And what about a hard Irish whip by Violet, who has a ladder back in hand.
Wants that shot.
Sets it up again.
Wants
Is this
to
Cynthia
face
Violet's
Morales.
moment, Erwin? Trials and tribulations, backstabbings,
Phillips back
opportunities,
in.
nearly manichees.
Figueroa.
Is this Cynthia Violet's night?
Oh,
Selena Figueroa says no. Throws Violet off that ladder.
Phillips now. Trying to remove the ladder, does again.
Oh my God! The second powerbomb from the briefcase we've seen here tonight. godly matchup for the #1 contendership for the E.F.W Women's Heavyweight Championship. These four ladies are willing to do anything, Owen, to get a shot at that title.
Yeah, and Figueroa there just got a back full of steel from Taryn Harvey, who once again is climbing that ladder, but Cynthia Violet is back to her feet.
Yeah, what a match this has been for Harvey as well, and Phillips.
All of these women here.
A coming of age perhaps for all of these women here tonight.
Every time someone gets to the top of that ladder, there's someone just getting to their feet.
Violet chopping Harvey off the ladder. Figueroa and Phillips, still life left in them. And this match will continue until one lady has that briefcase.
Oh my word!
What was that, a neck breaker, Owen?
I think it was a cutter off the top of the ladder.
Listen to the fans in the compounds.
This is indeed awesome. Phillips realising Figueroa is alone on the top of that ladder.
What
now.
a godly cutter.
Look at Violet, she is out.
Jade Phillips.
But Figueroa hanging on, exchanging blows with Phillips.
What shots to the head.
Oh no, Harvey behind there.
Figueroa refusing to let go of the ladder. Finally, the Spanish veteran taken off the top.
What a match.
Tremendous action here.
Oh.
What a hard Irish whip by Violet.
With one shot.
Stiff forearm.
Just took
Phillips.
the rookie off the ladder.
Right to the spine of the rookie.
Back once again.
To the briefcase. It is her moment. Taryn Harvey is stirring, but it's not quick enough. Cynthia Violet, the Red Dragon, has struck. Finally, is this her moment?
Well, the problem here is what a hard-fought victory that was. Has she expended so much that that title shot will be a one-sided affair? What a grueling match that was.
Yeah, Morgan Morales is no slouch, and she was in action, but it was earlier tonight in the match. It wasn't as nearly as intense as this. Cynthia Violet had to do a lot of work here tonight to hold that briefcase and hold that title shot opportunity. What a conflict so far, Owen.
Absolutely incredible stuff. What a match that was. How the boys are going to follow that one is beyond me.
Yeah, the ladies once again just throwing down that gauntlet here in E.F.W. and telling the boys to follow that, Owen. What an absolute cracker that was.
Whether they can or not, we will find out next. What a main event this is.
Yes, and of course, Owen, this one is to decide the E.F.W. heavyweight champion, #1 contender, and there's some controversy in this one here as well tonight. Aside from Crazy Hammer, Owen, I'm going to ask you here again directly as the world champion, do you believe any of these men deserve a title shot?
Well, yeah, again, it's the same kind of situation. It seems the young blood being injected into an opportunity here, but we might see what we've just seen, the veteran winning against all the odds.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, good God.
Speaking of veterans, Owen.
Speaking of people who don't really need to have titles.
The 8-time world heavyweight champion.
In developmental territories, for God's sake.
Well, Snake, with a firm statement there, telling he doesn't care. He doesn't care, Owen, who wins the #1 contendership match. He claims the result will remain the same, the gold staying in the hands of the 8-time world champion.
Well,
And in the hands of Magnum Opus.
Of course, he seems very confident now, but I think his opinion may change if certain superstars in this match do actually become the victor. I mean, there are probably some names in there that he doesn't take seriously, but if Crazy Hammer, for example, were to win here tonight, I think his opinion may change.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look at the last time that Snake faced Crazy Hammer, Erwin. I mean, it wasn't a fight, it was an execution. Snake outclassed the Japanese veteran Crazy Hammer, and I know no one likes to admit that, and no one likes to say it, but it was the truth. Crazy Hammer was embarrassed by Snake, because the fact of the matter is, Snake is just simply better.
Well,
And it's about time the people here in E.F.W. just admitted it. Magnum Opus have been tag team champions for over 100 days for a reason. That man right there.
well, there are some huge opportunities in this match for some people that Snake has never faced to get that opportunity.
That's a very good point. I mean,
could throw off his game plan completely.
Whatever Adrian Goldman may be thinking about giving the young blood a chance, I mean, it worked tremendously in the women's #1 contendership match, Erwin. I mean, what a match that was.
That was absolutely incredible.
So perhaps we're going to see more of the same here tonight in this over-the-top battle royal between the veteran Crazy Hammer, Gene Taylor, the Dog, Jerry Buckley. Of course, he's still sulking of what he sees as a demotion here. Haku Ross and Dallas Rage. Could be an absolute great match here. Some young studs in this one. Haku Ross, Dallas Rage, the Dog. All AA athletes, Erwin, in my opinion, all potential future world champions.
Oh, this one's going to be phenomenal. There is no doubt about that. I mean, Jerry Buckley showed that there is still some fight left in him in his last matchup.
Well, Jerry
You
Buckley
never know,
needs
he could be waiting for a moment like this to just grasp onto.
Well, the veteran in this match, by a long, long way, the man who got himself over. 5'7", 249 pounds from Tokyo, Japan. The New Japan Hall of Famer, Crazy Hammer, is here. And will it be hammer time here tonight, Erwin? Will we see Snake Crazy Hammer 4? Every time they fight, it's slightly iconic, but the last time they fought, he got embarrassed. Is this the road of redemption for Crazy Hammer?
Well, that is a very good question. Of course, as you say, the last time these two faced, the last time Crazy Hammer and Snake faced off, Snake did just outwit Crazy Hammer at every turn. It was something I didn't expect to see.
I don't think it
But
was
you can bet that Crazy Hammer has learnt from that.
I don't think it was something anyone expected to see, Erwin, but it happened. And speaking of not expecting to see Gene Taylor in a title opportunity, the Liverpool hating, jive talking, Pimp Daddy walking, Norwich supporting, 5'9", 275 pounds.
Well,
Gene Taylor. This man is a
thing.
walking, talking anus on humanity.
I can't disagree with you, and I'll tell you one thing about Gene Taylor right now. He's voted least likely to win this match. I think in just about everyone's books. There's no denying he has talent, otherwise he wouldn't be in E.F.W. But
his own mother blocked him on Instagram, Erwin. This is how much he's hated in Liverpool.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Having spent only 5 minutes with him, I already wanted to leave the room for fear of anger issues.
Very obnoxious.
cocky young man, but he is undoubtedly very, very talented as well. Well, speaking of talented, speaking of oddball stories, Erwin, we welcome the dog, 6'3", 220, originally from Memphis, Tennessee. Proud member of the oddball tag team, Kobayashi and the Dog, who have had tremendous success lately as a tag team, and some would argue had their opportunity to face Snake stripped away from them controversially.
Yeah, somewhat murky decisions, allowing E.O.W to pick up the opportunity to face Magnum Opus, and of course Kobayashi given match after match against Snake until he finally lost that European Championship that he'd worked so hard to get.
So Kobayashi and the Dog, of course, being foiled by Magnum Opus more than once in the past. Perhaps the Dog looking for vengeance here tonight, and an NEW veteran joins the fight here tonight. Jerry Buckley, 5'11", 220 from Hollywood, California, former two-time NEW Tag Team Champion of TMDC. Has not been happy one bit since arriving in E.F.W, and his attitude hasn't helped him make many friends here, and I think that's fair to say.
Well, no, I mean, TMDC weren't exactly a favourite bunch amongst fans or the backstage, and since leaving them, Jerry Buckley has, in attitude, changed, but his in-ring skill, well, it's left him in E.F.W rather than NEW, let's put it that way. 10 straight losses in NEW and 2 more here so far. But the last match he was in is probably the best I've seen him in a long time.
Well, losses in a row. And Jerry Buckley had a title ship opportunity. He really couldn't make that one up. Haku Ross. Now we're talking. 6'5", 350 pounds, originally from Haiti, Erwin. Another member of E.O.D. Some would say this spot belongs to Hard Time Pain, Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan.
With the victory over Isaac Thompson tonight, it's a hard one to argue against.
Well, does that put more pressure on Haku's shoulders? The army brat met Ray Sullivan in college, a long-time friends.
Well, the newest member of E.F.W in this match.
Yeah, that is a great point. Haku Ross is the newest man on the E.F.W male roster. Of course, Ray Sullivan was instrumental in getting Haku here to E.F.W. I can vouch for that, being in their talent relations. I mean,
I wonder how he feels about that now. Because Haku Ross has only spent 50 days in the company and has an opportunity at the title if he can win this match.
Well, that's a staggering statistic, Erwin. I mean, there is not really much to be said to that. I mean, Haku Ross has got an opportunity that a lot of men would kill for 50 days after he joined the company. I think that just speaks of the pedigree of Haku Ross, in Adrian Goldman's eyes at least. Well,
he is another combustible element.
Dallas Rage, the crazy man from San Antonio, Texas, 6'4", 290. Already, Erwin, it should be said, an E.F.W World Heavyweight Champion in the past. Wasn't the longest run, but very, very proud of that title. His first ever here in E.F.W, Erwin.
Yeah, that's right, folks. This isn't Texas Fury, this is Dallas Rage. And I bet he's looking to make that second run a better one if he can get through these men here tonight.
Well, I know you've been super hot on this kid for a long, long time, Erwin. What does Dallas Rage need to do to put the jigsaw together and become a consistent world champion?
Oh, he needs to utilise that unexpected. The fact that he can do what he can do at that weight and that height throws people off guard, and he knows that, and he needs to utilise that to the maximum in this match. But tough competition. Trying to eliminate Jerry Buckley early here fails.
Yeah, and this match is going to be a crazy one. Over the top battle royal, so both feet have to touch the ground and have to go over the top rope to be eliminated in this matchup. Classic battle royal rules here.
The
Dog
in
now
trouble.
in trouble by Gene Taylor, who has to be considered the underdog in this matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog
almost
hanging on the ring apron there.
does
The
not
bottom
want
rope
to be
saving him.
eliminated.
Trying to club against Gene Taylor, finally does after I think getting a few shots to the shin of Taylor there, but well scouted by the rookie.
Oh,
of the
Haku
dog.
Ross just got clotheslined over the top rope by Dallas Rage.
Way out of absolutely nowhere, Dallas Rage is eliminated. One of the hot favourites in this match, Haku Rosso win.
Completely infuriating Ross in the process. I think he may have hit the steel steps on the way down.
Well, he will not get a title shot 50 days into the company. Will Haku Ross, Dallas Rage,
on a mission here tonight.
one of the longest serving
Oh,
members
but
in the
wait.
E.F.W. sort of that.
We've seen this before. Oh wait, hang on. Yes, gets him the second time.
Oh, tremendous strength there by Crazy Hammer.
Never underestimate Crazy Hammer, who is now just getting right in the thick of this and going for anything that moves. But Jerry Buckley caught him off with a chop there. Dallas Rage trying to recover. Watching the other four go at it.
Jerry Buckley, those hard right hands to Crazy Hammer in the meantime. Dallas Rage, you're quite right, staying well out the way, and that I think that shows a little bit of experience by Dallas Rage there, who would have thrown himself into that flurry back in the past and perhaps got himself hurt.
So Gene
Not
Taylor
really doing this
close and
kind
pulled him off the
Mario,
turnbuckle.
I'm not sure if this would count as an out there. If Crazy Hammer was to go out from that position, realise that, laying back in the ring. Dog going right back to Crazy Hammer, which is a good idea. Keep right on top of that veteran.
Well, yeah. Again, him and Jerry Buckley have the veterancy, but of course Jerry Buckley's losing streak's probably going to throw everyone off, thinking he's also one of the underdogs in this match. Look at Gene Taylor now,
Oh,
though,
Gene Taylor.
with that neck breaker utilising the leg.
Well, he's no slouch, Gene Taylor. You may not like his attitude, and
Oh.
no one does, just for the record, but
Went bowling there
Tremendous
with Jerry
athlete.
Buckley, straight into the dog and Crazy Hammer.
Jerry
But
Buckley though now trying to get rid of Taylor over the top rope the old-fashioned way, face first. Jerry,
Dallas Rage.
the dog trying to do the same on the other side of the ring.
Oh, he's got Crazy Hammer over.
Yeah, but Hammer, I think, again holding on to the bottom rope. Doing
Oh
what the
wait,
dog did.
Buckley's out. The
Buckley
same
out by
way Haku
Rage.
Ross went.
Buckley out at the hands of Dallas Rage, the second elimination by the big man from Texas.
And Jerry Buckley may have a sore neck after that one. Can't
And is
believe
Dallas
it.
Rage on a mission there with
Another loss. Dejected Jerry Buckley. Rage could be cleaning house here tonight. Oh wait,
13th time. Also, does this count as a loss to Jerry Buckley?
well he did get eliminated. He didn't win the match.
Well, the 13th loss
Regardless,
involving Jerry Buckley.
the 13th non-win. Oh, Fireman's rather. Dallas Rage
Close enough.
fighting the dog here. What
Big,
an
big
elbow.
elbow.
Gene Taylor now though, trying to sneak in amongst them.
Yeah, Taylor, the rookie, an impressive showing down to the last four here tonight. Dog fighting back with a big elbow. Dallas Rage, meanwhile, attacking Crazy Hammer with stiff forearm shots to the back of the head.
What a T-bone.
suplex by the dog.
Who then turns his attention to Dallas Rage. And that spinning back fist. And again,
Oh, hard chops there to Rage, who's just trying to absorb the
Yeah.
balls here by the
rocking
dog.
him but not taking him to the mat.
Dean Taylor trying to do the same to Crazy Hammer.
Trying to get him over the
Not
rope
sure if that's a wise
instead.
idea. Oh! Spinning heel scissor kick.
Oh,
It's
he's
a
got
Crazy Hammer by Gene Taylor.
the dog had Rage on the apron, but
Inverted
but
DDT driving the head.
Rage
right
has
to the
fought
canvas.
free. Another Fireman's. Oh!
Yeah, what a match.
What a main event. Oh, what a drop kick from Gene Taylor. And what a clothesline from the dog, just folding up Dallas Rage in the corner.
Dog now with that
Oh.
club to the back going into that full Nelson.
What a block by Taylor. Hard elbow to the head of the dog. Hard right hand. Takes down the dog. What a shot by Taylor. How impressive has Gene Taylor been here tonight, Erwin?
Certainly a surprise, outlasting Jerry Buckley and Haku Ross here.
Hard chop. Takes down Crazy Hammer.
Dallas Reg pulling himself to his feet. Taylor and Rage went for Hammer there. Hammer managing to capitalise, and Gene Taylor ducking away, going for the dog, who looked rocked but has caught Gene Taylor here.
Yeah, the dog. We know how tough the man from Memphis is. You don't drink with the honky tonk if you don't know how to hold your own.
Got him over. Trying to push him off the apron, but Gene Taylor again working
hanging
away
on
at the
for
leg.
dear life, Erwin. Dallas Rage getting all caught up in the fans. I'll tell you, they ain't quite right, Dallas Rage. He's a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic basket, Erwin. I've said it one too many times.
Well, there's nothing
For a
wrong with
reason.
soaking in the glory if you're sure everyone else is incapacitated.
Oh.
Otherwise, Rage cutter. But my word,
Crazy Hammer
Hammer just got straight back up.
hulking out there against Dallas Rage.
Another ferocious drop
Nobody
kick to
knows
the
sounds
dog.
better than Crazy Hammer, I tell you, Erwin. The best in the business.
Well, even Gene Taylor trying to get a bit of the gloating action there.
Hard shots there to the back of the head of Hammer, fighting back with a left of his own. Making sure Taylor doesn't take any liberties there. Oh,
Holding on to
hard
the arm.
elbows.
Taylor retreating to the corner. Crazy Hammer seeing an opportunity to get rid of one of the hardest men to eliminate here, surely. The dog and Crazy Hammer. Oh, still not being able to get Rage over as he fights free once again. Four men still remain in this matchup here.
Oh, Northern Light suplex there by the dog, beautifully executed to Crazy Hammer. Crucifix by Dallas Rage to the dog, who wasn't paying attention to the man from San Antonio, who has been on a roll here tonight. Oh, what a shot!
Two big uppercuts to Gene Taylor. Finds himself holding on to the ropes.
Well said. Oh!
Taylor over the top rope.
Still hanging on.
Yeah, only one arm though. Grasping on. Does manage to break free. The dog now. Oh, super kicks Dallas Rage out of the equation.
My God, what a super kick by the dog from
Look how much
Norway.
stamina was spent there though.
Dallas Rage has been on an absolute rampage. Oh, this match, what a clothesline. Gene Taylor's out of nowhere. The dog is on the roll now. It's down to the last two.
Crazy Hammer caught that one. Can the dog do it once again? Or does Crazy Hammer have his number here? Lifting him up.
Surely not. Surely not. Crazy Hammer.
He's over.
The dog hanging on by the skin of his teeth on the bottom rope.
No!
Oh, there he is. He's gone. He's gone. Crazy Hammer will face Snake for the E.F.W World Heavyweight Championship, Erwin.
And it's not often I say this, but if it's not like last time, it's going to be one hell of a match. Crazy Hammer surviving the odds here tonight.
Well, is this good news or bad for Snake?
I guess we're going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out.
What a conflict. What an E.F.W. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Good night.